What is up, everybody? How's it going? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on the announcement of E3 being canceled. Now, before I get into that, I want to give today's sponsor a shout out, and that is me. Just kidding. I just don't have a sponsor, and I don't want to. Yeah, thought that was kind of funny. So, let's talk about E3 and its announcement. So, earlier this week, I believe on the 30th or Thursday, earlier this week, I heard that E3 has been canceled and most likely forever. Now, this doesn't really affect me. I always keep posting about the meme where has the one guy say, "Oh no." Anyways, because I really don't care what happens to it. I've never really cared about E3. I mainly cared about it in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Because that was like when they had a bunch of cool trailers and showed and hyped stuff up. But ever since then, like going 2013 beyond, kind of like video games, they kind of overhype the trailers and they make false trailers into thinking what it truly is. And that's what I thought about E3 all this time is that I think that it's just overhyped. And I think people like to go. And back in the day, yes, it used to be like full of conventions, you could get cool stuff through there. But now it's kind of just dead because you don't really have any motivation to go. Publishers and stuff are pulling out. It's so much to fly in and do stuff, and it's like, why bother? Why should I go to this conference if they're not going to fully support this hobby and just support everyone in it, you know? So that's what I've always thought about it, like 2013, whatever, and beyond, because it's been just commercials and overhyped trailers and garbage, and I'm just like, I don't really care about it. I was never really a fan of it, anyways. The Electronic Expo, I really don't care what happens to it. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling in terms of this announcement, just because I just never really cared in the first place. I mean, and I feel like a lot of people have been the same. Only the people like high sponsors, YouTubers, famous people like that only really cared about it. And it was like the top 5% of the population because they can afford it. Otherwise, it's like the social economic peasants as we are. No, I'm just kidding. But most of the people can't even afford to go, so it was just like, why even bother? Why even bother going and supporting? And why do I even care about this? And most people are in that same way. And what I talk to, it's like, oh, oh no. Anyways, and it's just the same mentality of the eShop closing on the 3DS. It's like in the Nintendo Wii U. It's like, why do I even care? I never really supported this. Why do I even care? I haven't played my 3DS in years. Why should I even care about this closure? Um, and it's the same for E3. It's like I never really bothered attending, watching, so why should I really care about it? And that's kind of my mentality. Others might really like it, and that's fine. I don't bag on the people who watch it. It's just I don't really care about it in the first place. So when I heard about this E3 closure, I was like, I don't really give a crap about it because I never really thought much of it. It's overhyped garbage. It's not really about the video games anymore. It's about the presentation. They want to be as big as the Oscars. Yeah, it's not what it used to be, and so that's why I just didn't care about this closure. I'm like, so who cares? Only like a certain amount of people care, like 5% of the population. So, anyways, that's my thoughts and opinions on it. Very short because I just didn't really pay attention to it much, and I was like, okay, whatever. It's just a closure. It might be closed forever. Sad to the people, and it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's good to reminisce on what the past is and say, okay, goodbye. You had your fun. Now it's time to end this. So that's just kind of my thoughts and opinions about it. In terms of pickups, I have no pickups. I just haven't been picking anything up. I put a halt on everything. Again, the last game I bought, I guess it was the movie, was cheaper by the dozen, if I remember right. Or no, Sonic Genesis Collection. I think that was the last thing I bought in terms of a PS3 game, PS4 game, PSP game, whatever. And that's kind of like my last pickups. Oh, sorry, the PS2 pickups. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that was my last pickups. Otherwise, I haven't really gotten anything. I just kind of halted everything. There's stuff. There's a PSP stream out there that like Blue Shell Gaming on whatnot, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. These are cool games, but again, I don't really need it. And over the coming past weeks, I thought about when does collecting become hoarding? Because at this point in my room, um, there's a lot of video games, and I'm running out of space. And it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. Sorry, the email notification popped up. But anyways, yeah, I'm running out of space, so it's hard as I'm collecting all these games to just organize and track everything because I'm like, where do I put these new games? And so it's just, I kind of taken the whole, I either need to sell some games or just stop collecting in general. That's kind of my mentality towards it all. If you guys are collectors or have collected video games in the past, let me know how you deal with it, because I know people have moved into houses and gotten bigger space, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have the funds to do that. I don't have the money to buy a house. I mean, with the housing prices, I mean, you could buy a $500,000 house back in the 70s, and now it's over 1.4 million. Anyways, I don't have the space to collect all these video games, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a halt, take a break. I'm kind of done because I collected mainly what I wanted to. I wanted to collect all the God of War games, the Little Big Planet, MotorStorm. I wanted to collect the Disney Infinity. I wanted to collect Infamous, Resistance, all the first-party titles on PS3 you can't really play, you can only stream. And I just wanted to collect that because I know values are going to skyrocket once the store closes. So I just wanted to pick them up now. Yeah, I'm wasted the good majority of my paycheck on it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm done with it. I haven't spent money on video games in a really long time because there's no space for me to do it. And I like the satisfaction of buying it, yes, but at the same time, it's like, when should I stop, Because it can be addicting, but also at the same time, when is enough and enough? So that's kind of my thoughts on collecting and where I am right now, because there's not much not enough space for me to collect stuff. So that's kind of like my update. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was what I was playing, what I've been playing recently. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Sorry, something was going on in the background. Yeah, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been playing some of other single-player games. I think I just finished Hogwarts Legacy and been finishing up that. I did rent it from GameFly, so I'm going to return it. I finished the main story, so all I just got to do is all the free roam stuff. I think I'm only level 28, 29, something like that. And I need to get to level 34 to get like some special quests or something like that. So I need to do a lot more grinding, because what I did is just complete the main story mode objectives. I did not, and I barely did any side stuff. I only did side stuff to level myself up to the required level for the stories, And so that's kind of like what I've been playing. There's a ton of other single players in my backlog. I have so many games I need to play. Kingdom Hearts, I need to finish off. Gravity Rush, I need to finish off LA Noire again. I need to finish off Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. There's so many games where I need to finish off because I start them, but then I move on to a different game. And that's kind of like what my gaming pattern is and just what I like. And so that's kind of like just what I've been playing recently. And so otherwise, that is kind of like my update about everything. Just wanted to get this off my chest with E3, collecting, and just my other thoughts. And hopefully I'll see you guys later. And with lots of love and respect, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.